In 2019, thousands of everyday investors bought into a company valued at $47 billion. A year later, it was worth almost nothing. And the crazy part? Everyone saw it coming, except the people who actually bought it. Your coworker mentioned it. Your feed was full of it. The headlines called it the future. So when ordinary people finally got the chance to buy in, they thought, this is my moment. They bought in on day one. And then the stock dropped. 30% in the first 6 months. A year later, down 50%. The company was still revolutionary, still changing the industry, but their investment was quietly bleeding out. What went wrong? They didn't pick a bad company. They picked one of the most hyped companies on the planet. So how did this happen? The answer has nothing to do with bad luck and everything to do with a game they didn't know they were playing. Here's what most people believe. If a company is worth billions, going public must mean it's finally ready to share the wealth. The doors are opening. The velvet rope is gone. Regular investors finally get access to the golden ticket. That belief feels logical. It feels fair. But here's the thing about financial markets. They're not designed around fairness. They're designed around incentives. And once you understand whose incentives are actually at play during an IPO, everything changes. A unicorn is just the nickname for a private startup valued at over $1 billion. These are companies like Uber, WeWork, Lyft, Robinhood, names you've heard 100 times. And for years before they go public, they raise money in private rounds from venture capitalists and early investors. Those early investors want one thing eventually, to get their money back with a massive return. Going public is how they do it. The IPO isn't the beginning of the story for them, it's the exit. Think about it like flipping a house. Someone buys a rundown property for cheap. They renovate it, they stage it beautifully, they list it at peak market hype, and they sell it to the highest bidder. Now, who's the highest bidder in that scenario? The excited retail investor who saw the listing online, felt the buzz, and didn't want to miss out. The person buying the house at the absolute top of its hype cycle. That's what an IPO often is. The house is already appreciated dramatically in private markets. The renovation is done. The staging is perfect. The press coverage is glowing. And now, right at the moment of maximum excitement, it gets listed for public sale. The people who built the house made their money. The people who helped fund the renovation made their money. And now the general public is invited in, often buying at the peak valuation. Here's where psychology enters the picture. There's a concept called FOMO, fear of missing out, and it is rocket fuel for bad financial decisions. When a famous startup goes public, the coverage is everywhere. People feel like they're watching a train leave the station in real time, and our brains are wired to want what others are rushing toward. This is called herd behavior. We instinctively look to crowds for signals about what's valuable and safe. If everyone's buying, it must be a good idea, right? But in investing, the crowd often arrives after the smart money has already positioned itself. By the time you see the headline, the early investors are already planning their exit. Here's the deeper truth that most people never talk about. Many unicorn startups go public before they're actually profitable. They've been burning through investor cash for years, subsidizing your cheap Uber rides, your discounted food delivery, your free trading app, because growth at all costs was the strategy. The idea was get big fast, figure out profits later. And that works brilliantly in private markets, where valuations are more about potential than reality. Private investors have high risk tolerance. They expect most bets to fail. But public market investors, everyday people, often don't understand they're buying into a company that's never made $1 of profit and has no clear timeline for doing so. WeWork is the perfect example. Remember that $47 billion valuation we started with? When the public finally got a chance to look at the actual business model, that number collapsed so fast the IPO was pulled entirely. The insiders already knew the cracks were there. The everyday investor found out after. Uber went public at a valuation that implied it would dominate global transportation. The stock fell almost immediately and spent years underwater. This doesn't mean every IPO is a trap. Some companies go public in strong financial shape and reward early public investors enormously. But the pattern, hype, FOMO, crowd behavior, buying at peak excitement, tends to favor the insiders every single time. So what do you actually do with this? First, give it time. The IPO lockup period, typically 6 months after a company goes public, is when early insiders are finally allowed to sell their shares. When that flood of selling hits, prices often drop further. Many experienced investors don't even look at a new IPO until that period is passed. Second, separate the story from the numbers. A compelling narrative is not an investment thesis. Ask, is this company profitable? Is it growing revenue and shrinking losses? Does the business model actually make sense at scale? Third, understand your psychological triggers. When something feels urgent, when you feel like you'll miss out if you don't act now, that's exactly the moment to slow down. Urgency and investing are a dangerous combination. The best investments rarely feel exciting at the moment you make them. They feel boring, overlooked, maybe even a little uncertain. The crowd hasn't arrived yet. That's often exactly the point. Here's the thought I want to leave you with. The financial world is full of products designed to look like opportunities for regular people, while actually being exit ramps for the people who got there first. That's not a conspiracy, it's just incentives doing what incentives do. Your job as an investor isn't to chase what's already glowing under the spotlight. It's to develop the patience and the knowledge to see clearly when everyone else is being blinded by the hype. The unicorn looked magical from the outside, but sometimes what you're really buying is someone else's fairy tale ending. If this made you think differently about investing, share it with someone who's been eyeing the next big IPO. And subscribe, because understanding how money actually works is the only real edge any of us have.